Uh-oh. Might have just resized everything by accident there. It looks fine. Just let me adjust some things, but we're live. We are. Things, I could have been a little earlier, but I was forced to run late for different reasons than yesterday, and thankfully not as long reasons. Also, we have company in the house, so I'm probably gonna be a little quiet, just a little. Don't I? There has been no autosave since 10 minutes. This probably means an error has occurred. Restarting the host is recommended to ensure all progress is saved. Autosave successful. Those two statements are very conflicting. I'm a little confused. Also, I don't really hear the music today. Did I turn my volume down? Is that what's going on? I did. It's way down. I was listening to something loud. Oh, there we go. There's some music. Last night before bed. So I turned things down. I didn't want to wake anyone. Also, in general, you know, no hearing loss would be nice. I already don't hear well. So... what was I gonna be doing today? I know I want to expand the railways, but I feel like there was something else I wanted to do that I've forgotten since reasons. Whatever it is, couldn't be too important. I don't remember it, so... So, as I mentioned yesterday, actually, which, I mean, not everyone enjoys Ruin Arc, so if you didn't see Ruin Arc, you wouldn't have heard this, but... or at least not from me. If you're interested in this game, you would have heard it. Long, blathering story short, there's actually an update coming out in a couple days to Corekeeper, which will add a desert, which I am not prepared for. Pretty obvious from, you know, the fact that I have nothing set up for. Do I have? I don't. And I have to find where I put the cart. It might be up in here. But it's not. So where did I put the cart? Because if I don't have one, that's more tin to spend that I don't have. I should have made sure I actually had one, but I thought I did. If I put one somewhere, I imagine it would be in this chest. It's not in this chest. Okay, well... my imagination's fine and all, but it gets us nowhere. So... I do have one, don't I? I'm increasingly less sure that I have one. Did I lose it somewhere? Leave it somewhere? I left it somewhere. And I know where. Running into this wood does not help me, but oddly enough, does satisfy an urge to just slam my face into something, as I had the realization last time that I was using my railway, I would have warped home. I probably left everything way down here. Which is fine. I never did find that slime item. I should look into that again sometime. And by look into, I mean search for, not research. I don't know how to feel now that I know enemies can break through my walls. That's concerning. I don't know if my head's in the way of that or not, but... The cavelings are dressed up for Halloween. It's... It's cute, but concerning. So this should lead me nowhere, I guess. I thought I was going to be walking through another open area. There you are. I'll ride it the rest of the way down, even though it's probably not that far at all. There's that crafting bench. Boom. Oh, I missed one. Missed another one. I'm having problems. For reasons unknown to me. This doesn't get me all that close, does it? No. No, I am nowhere near enough, and this is just one direction. That's... Whoops. I was wondering why the camera started drifting, and then it was just me moving. Yeah, this is nowhere near close to my goals. I need a ton of tin. And I need it for making other things too. Great. Great. At least I made it this far. Because in the end, I'm gonna need to, I'm gonna need to build a base anyways to protect the railway, which is not great for me. If I found another 20 or so tin, it would probably be enough. I say as if it's no big deal. Still, that is progress. And then I'll have quick and easy access between the south and the center. Which means from there I'm gonna have to make a better railway to the north. I also need to build a better base, but I need better materials to build a better base. And that desert means there's gonna be a whole new slew of materials anyways, which I can't process without the workbench, which I don't have what I need for the workbench. There's a lot to think of. The best thing for me to do is probably to prioritize making the next workbench, because then I'll have probably access to stuff that I can use in the desert, get the stuff from there. Getting the stuff from there should make anything else pretty simple. So I just need Scarlet Bar, Octarine Bar, and Coral Plank, which is not great for me, but it's also not terrible. Because the Octarine, I should be able to get with my Scarlet pick. Getting Scarlet Bars is going to be probably the most annoying thing for me. Oh, excuse me. There's some tin down there, but that would involve a whole trip. I'm gonna just head north. I'm gonna try to get some Octarine. Which is only part of the problem. I should really be going south for the Scarlet, but I'll go south for the Scarlet another time. I just want to see the ocean again. Well, the sea. It's the sunken sea, after all. But I want to go there again. I don't know how far north this stretches anymore. I don't think it goes overly far. Yeah, just there. It's not great, but it does get me here. And I have to clear a better path when I start making that railway. Mind you, the amount of tin I'm gonna need is rapidly increasing, because now on top of north and south, I don't know which direction the desert's gonna come in. It could be east or west, I'm sure. Maybe it's even further north or further south. I don't know. I doubt it. Maybe I'll prepare my axe. Oh. How do I get north? Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to make a better path there. I wonder why this is sealed up. Oh well. So just throw this down randomly. I don't need it right now. It's been so long since I've been up in the Sunken Sea. Excuse me, slime. But I definitely need a better path to reach it. And while that is not the immediate concern of mine, it will be one. Once all these paths and railways and everything's done, it's going to be easy to do stuff and plan and enjoy. For right now, it's complicated. Very complicated. Like how I named this about railways. First thing I did was deal with the rails, and I'm like, I'm going to the Sunken Sea. No rhyme or reason to it, just, Sunken Sea, why not? Okay, so how do I get there from here? I gotta keep heading north. I head northeast, then circle west. Ow. I don't know why I just stood there. That damage was just my own hubris, I guess. I don't know if it was really hubris, though. I think it was just dumb. Oh no, I don't get to go up in there. I think there's a whole thing in there, though. Maybe not. Oh wait, I was too busy looking over there. Okay, eyes on the prize. That iron is sadly kind of worth it. Okay, so I blocked this off for some reason. I feel like I'm gonna know the reason. I also feel like I already know the reason. And it's that sometimes the cavelings form hunting parties. So I was probably like, we're gonna just cut that off. Did I bring cores with me? Recall idle. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful when I make an actual path. Because these cavelings are not scared of propagating in terrible locations. What's that? A caveling figurine. Oh. I'll take that. What's that? Samhain go. Oh. Eye candy, pop candy. Oh, that's a wall. That's not candy. Problem. I don't have eyes anymore. Yeah, those sure do glow. I'm gonna put my helmet back on. I'd rather feel safe. Why am I using a shovel? +1 to vitality, that's good. There's a crystal here. Oh no, it's a fragment. Okay, well that's fine too. I gotta head east. I blocked this off, so it must be something. Something must go here then. Did I take a wrong turn? That explains why there's a bridge there. And I mean, that makes sense in hindsight, but I thought it was just one of my little jaunts off somewhere. Is this so worth it? I've come this far, it is, but... Can I shoot over the top of that? I can. Mind you, that guy's smart. That guy's really smart. Yep. Mm-hmm. Ow. Did he die? I don't know what killed him. But I'm grateful. I also have to use a health potion. Because, ow. And we gotta go this away. And that's a problem. I didn't need to fire another one. There's another goodie bag. I need more health. Like, that's why I need more health, apparently. Didn't know about you when I said that. Really? There we go. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow, I walked into that. Ow. Right, so this is where I started building a little base. Which I wonder if this is a straight shot from where my rails... it's not bad, actually. When I grab a few bridges and stuff, it'll more or less even out. Ooh, I left a chest here. Is there anything in it? Just slime. Nah, I'll put more slime in there. Yeah, I'll put a little bit of stuff in here. Stuff that just doesn't particularly matter right now. It will, I'm sure, but also I'm gonna put this down here. And that looks like it's grown. I can close this, whatever, I'll leave the door open. And all I got was a seed. Okay. But we need coral. Make coral planks. Yes, we need the coral planks. Then we can look for some ore. Look for anything else we can find. Because I didn't go here... Like, I didn't go in depth when I was here. I was just like, I can't break anything. Good enough. I did go a little east, but not much, if I remember. And I say if I remember after I opened up the map, check that. But I remember incorrectly. Like, yes, technically I went a little east, but I thought I went a little further east. That's okay. I don't know if the logs to plank is 1-to-1, but if it is, then I have enough. If it's not, then I need more. Which I don't really want to collect too much. Well, I say that, but do I really want to make another trip up here so soon? I need stone. I mean, more than likely the stream will end here. Not now, no, but in this area is what I mean. 'Cause I can't imagine going all the way. Well, I would teleport back, but I can't imagine going back. Actually, more than likely. Also, I should move this up that I see it. More than likely, I won't teleport back. I'll walk back and make as much of a path as I can. Because then everything would be a little better connected, making my next trip up here not take so long. And plausibly be less dangerous. But I don't know that. And I don't know that. I'm very hopeful of the fact that if I made a direct path, it'd be easier. I don't know. Did I bring wood with me? I did. All the wood, really. Because if I want to go back, I'll probably have to make some bridges. Which I don't think will be that big of a concern, but you never know. Tentacles, right. Uh-oh. Did I win? I did. Also, I probably need a... Huh. I probably need a boat to get through too much of this place. Oh, the tentacles... Okay. The tentacles also drop Octarine. As do the big things like I just broke. So I don't have to particularly mine it. Like this thing that I shoot past. Also there's bubbles, which is concerning. Yeah, concerning's the word. I assume that's all dangerous. Just gonna not let that touch me. What's that? Wooden ring, okay. That doesn't seem all that concerning to me. I thought that seashell was something attacking me. I can't do that with this. Okay, that's fine right now. Pupaya. Change mind, raises focus. Okay. Playing it in beach sand, so if I wanted to grow this at home, I'd have to take beach sand back with me. Which currently is not a concern. But I think when I build a better base, I'm going to want some more stuff from distant lands. Don't suppose you want to know. Well, there's Smoctrian down there. And I need 40 of it, and then I need 25 Scarlet Bars, so... I don't know what in my mind took this from the railways into... Hey, wouldn't it be cool if I got stuff for the Sunken Sea? Because it... I guess it was when I started thinking a little bit more about, oh, well, the desert's coming soon. I'll probably need stuff from the Sunken Sea to do the desert. Like, that's the only thing I can think of is where my brain just decided to switch gears. Mind you, again, moving to the Sunken Sea does help with the railways, as I need a railway north. Is that? Yeah, that's just gold. Oh, does this not hit the smaller ones? Doesn't. Huh. Is that a fish hook? Petrified trilobite. Yes, yes, I see you there. Lost in thought. Well, now it hits the small ones when I don't want it to. Well, yeah. At least I'm like halfway to the Octarine. Once I have that, I'll start making the network south. Tunnel network, I mean. Rails, obviously, will take some time. And then when I get more tin, I'll head south and use the use my time southward getting getting Scarlet. That way it all kind of ties together. My original plan still holds true. I'm just working on multiple projects, that's all. There's one of those things. Take that out from a safe distance. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of crab. That much is obvious. But beyond that, I just don't know enough. And there's one over there. There's one up there somewhere. There. Now, are they physical attackers at all, or is this just, Still got inventory space, so that's fine. I've never seen anything in the Sunken Sea ever, so... Besides my very short jaunt here, so I am completely in the dark on any new stuff I stumble upon, such as those crab things. I've purposely avoided any information beyond the fact that I know that I need to start investing in bait because I need to buy that tracker or specific bait or whatever to get. And even that's an assumption. I just knew it existed. I don't know what it's used for. I just assume I know what it's used for. And it's entirely plausible that I am wrong. I shouldn't even talk like I know what I'm talking about. I do it anyways, but I really shouldn't. Okay, so this is a dead end. That's fine. It's completely and utterly fine. Also, the fact it was dirt means that there's probably nothing there to concern myself with. Could be wrong. Ooh, octarine. I assume these shells are just a valuable. Oh, it's a shark tooth. Why did I think it was a shell? Because I have a seashell. Which is not listed as a valuable, meaning it's used for something. And this looks like a building. I'm not going to ignore the octarine, but that's a building. I'm not equipped to enter a building. Not in the slightest. Because I make the assumption that if it's a building, there's probably something in there that I shouldn't be dealing with. As long as it's not a boss, though, I should be able to run away. Well, that's pretty. Can I read these? Nope. I do not feel safe here. Anchor Axe. That's probably better than my axe. By far, actually. What's this? Black Bubble Pearl. Now what type of potion is this? A greater healing. Alright. I'll trade my... I'll trade my Enrage. So I don't really use Enrage. But I want this... I don't want to lose this axe, but I certainly want this axe. Take this. What kind of potion is that? Stone Skin. That's probably better for me. I want it to collect the chest, but obviously I don't have that capability. At this point, yeah, at this point, I don't think I should explore these ruins. It's good I know they exist, but I'm not prepared for it. But once I establish a better connection, at least I got something cool out of this. Ooh. Something to dig up. I don't know if I should right now, but... Well, didn't matter. In many ways, it did not matter. Also, I should probably destroy that tentacle before it decides to start taking pot shots at me. Such as like that. Okay. Just making sure it didn't drop Octarine. Then I'd have to start making bridges and yada yada yada, and I can't stop digging long enough to open my bottle of water. So I need 40 Octarine to make the workbench. Almost have that. I should probably get some extra if I can, which it's very abundant. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. Like, there's so many places you can get it from. I assume I can probably get some of them in the... What's that? Oh, it's something I don't care about. Land kelp. I certainly don't care about land kelp. A fizzy crystal. Is that just a valuable? Yeah. That's alright. So that just puts me into the bottom of that temple place. Actually is interesting that they have those floor tiles there. And those statues are pretty interesting too. If I can steal those, I will, but that's for the future. Right now, I might be out of sources of Octarine, except if I start digging through stuff, so I might just have to sell for the 40. I wasn't... Oh, 41. I do want just a little more. Because if I can make a pickaxe from Octarine, I want to make a pickaxe from Octarine. Like, I know that's going to be the future, but I'd like to set up the basis for it. Okay, so that's kind of garbage for me. I don't really need to pick up that, but I would like to. What do I have from a set? 2 set rock stone. Well, I don't have. So I'll take that for a little extra mining damage. Oh, I did have sand on me, so I picked it up. That's fine then. Hello there, Zwizzer. Zwirzu? Hope you're having a good one. That makes sense to me, yeah. There are a few names that can get a little difficult. There's gotta be some Octarine around here somewhere. There it is. Not the Octarine, but the enemy. And the enemy had Octarine. That works. It's Core Keeper. It's like... It's like... It's similar to Terraria, but instead of... Obviously, it's not on a flat 2D plane, it's more you go every direction, explore, blah, blah, blah. That is the best I can really... That's the best game I could compare it to. Because there are, like, little... There are bosses, area bosses, yada, yada, yada. Different triggers for them. Yeah. It is a very enjoyable game. Yeah, I've heard it described as such. Can he reach me? I've never gotten up close and personal with one of those things before. I don't feel like starting now. Ow. Oh, and I'm slowed. Well, my movement is slippery, but apparently that slows me down too. I would have thought I'd be sliding all over the place, but whatever. Oh, Octarine. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 There's another one somewhere. Based on those bubbles. I hit something. Okay. Forked coral. It's probably just my stream, if I'm honest. Yeah. I don't have the best setup. Yeah, I do. That's fair. It does draw the attention. Mind you, it's probably also half the reason things lag, but, you know. That's just kind of how it goes. Well, that was a waste of your time, Tentacle. Uh-huh. Well, that's my death. Tentacle threw something at me. It throws very small things. And sometimes you can see it, sometimes you certainly don't. And then you lose anything that was in your inventory, except for your hotbar. No. No. Well, that was unfortunate. So when you die, you keep your hotbar, but everything in your inventory gets left on your grave where you died. So that's fun. On the bright side, I made sure all my Octarine was in my hotbar. On the downside, I have to walk all the way back north. Yes. Yes, it is. So, I start here. This is my base. This is the core where this game starts. I have to go... I'm currently here. I have to go all through this. All up through here. Up around here. Way up here. Over here. Then that will get me to the Sunken Sea. And I died... over here. Yeah. It's, no, I really don't want to go that far. That's why I plan to make a railway system up there. Which part of it was going to be to build my way up through. But, all my wood was on my body, so I lost all the stuff to build my bridges. So, I'm gonna have to walk all the way there. There's roots that you can smash, and it gives you wood. Yeah. They're mainly found around, like, the areas that deal with dirt. Like, this is a stone area. I won't see any around here. I gotta go further west, I think. Yeah, I gotta go further west. There's a couple different biomes in this. You start in dirt, then you move to clay, then stone. And then from stone, there's a wilds area. I can't remember the name of it, but it's very grassy and green down here. And then after that is when you'd normally come up to the Sunken Sea. When I was playing this, I play it pretty well blind. I didn't know that the wildlands down there even existed. So I went up, I heard the Sunken Sea update drop, so I was like, oh, there's a new area. I'll go up to the Sunken Sea. And you can't break anything there without the pickaxe, which this is what it is, the Scarlet Pickaxe. You can't break anything in the Sunken Sea without the Scarlet Pickaxe, and you can only get the Scarlet Ore from the wilds down south. So it was very much, that's when I learned, oh wait, there's a whole area I've never heard of. So, that was fun times. And then on the 9th or the 10th of this month, they're adding a desert. We'll make it work. I mean, there's a whole Sunken Sea up north. And a grassy area to the south. Why not a desert? It is on Steam, yes. I imagine when the update drops, it'll probably go on sale too. Don't know that for sure, but that's usually how it goes. journey. I should probably have my fire stuff. Do I need to fight them to get where I'm going? No. There's iron. Yeah, once you play things so many times, there's only so much you can feel towards it. Yep, still in early access. I think it's still in early access. I would imagine it is. I double check so that I'm not lying to you here. Yeah, still in early access and everything. They're still adding more areas. More bosses. Because I think there's... Well, I know I haven't seen all the bosses yet, and I haven't seen the bosses for the wilds or for the sea, but I think there's like a hidden one that you need to collect something for in like the stone area. But I don't know what I have to collect. I don't remember where I saw the shrine either, but I know there was like a place to put something. Shrine or pedestal or something like that. Or maybe it's not a boss, I don't know. I just make the assumption. Alright, good luck with your homework. Glad to give you something to show some interest in, a new game to peer at. This is a very good game. That fence ain't protecting me anymore. Alright, almost back to my stuff. That might be where I ended actually when I get my stuff back. Because a good bit's been completed today. The railway almost reaches the far south. We've gotten more than enough octarine. And I now know it's really abundant, so when I need to start making the tools and stuff, it won't be hard to get it. I don't know if I want to try to grab a little extra before I stop, though. Because today's a good day for it. I just don't know if my SO is waiting on me or not. Probably is. But get some plans. But a couple minutes wouldn't hurt, right? I really like Goalkeeper. It's too bad it lags, sister. I mean, the game does seem to be a little bit of lag. Have a little bit of lag. I always blame my stream because I know my setup's not good, but that's twice it's been brought to my attention, and when I'm watching on my screen, it does seem a little... Oh, right, food. I don't have any of that. That's a problem. I could eat some of this stuff, but... I had food on me. If I can get back to my stuff. I had food on me. Can I die from hunger in this game? I've never had that happen. That's a problem. That's a problem. I'm quite hungry. I'm quite hungry. I'm quite hungry. If I die from starvation when I've reached this, I will end this stream so fast. Because I feel like if it hits 10, that's probably my death, right? These, I mean. Maybe I'll break this down and just, you know, have a very, very quick snack. Okay. Oof. What did I get that's making it impossible to do anything? No, don't care about that. Don't care about the tombstone. That, I think, is just junk. Tin versus iron. Pretty sure I can break that down for tin ore is the only reason I want to keep it. I'm gonna collect these little scraps and then we're gonna call it. I should eat something. But we're gonna remain here. I'm not gonna warp away. There's still much to be done here. I know the world's ending. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this stream. There'll be no stream tomorrow, but we'll be back at our regular time in the evening on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday it'll be around this when we start at this stream. Hopefully no delays, but who knows? Because if there's no delays, I can typically go a little longer. But that is the end of this stream. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you next time.